signing day ceremony and press conference. I'm Terrence Davis. I'm the chairman of the New Orleans Institute of Sports and Entertainment, and we thank you for joining us for this momentous occasion. As always, we'd like to say thanks to our gracious host, the New Orleans Saints organization, who has opened their doors to us each year for this great experience to help celebrate these young men for the success they have achieved both on the field and in the classroom during their high school careers. At this time, I'm going to ask that Mr. Nick Carl, the Director of Community Affairs for the New Orleans Saints, come forth and extend some words of greetings. Nick.
Thank you, guys. We're really excited to have you guys here today. We're excited to have all the parents, all the coaches, and the media here. And I'd like to welcome you to the Saints practice facility. This is the 5th year we're doing this, and last year we took a little hiatus because we were in Miami preparing for the Super Bowl, and we kind of wish we were in Dallas right now. But this is a happy day for us to host you guys, and we're really excited to have you guys. When we started this 5 years ago, the idea was this room is where we host our draft picks when we draft them. This is the media center for our draft day preparation. And 5 years ago when we started this, there are now guys that signed their letters of intent in this room that are now playing in the NFL. And our hope is, and maybe one of you guys will be one of our draft picks, and will not only sign your letter of intent to go to college, but also sign your contract to play in the NFL for the New Orleans Saints. So that's our hope. And looking at the talent in this room, there's definitely a chance of that. So we're happy to have you guys. We're honored to have the parents and everybody here. And we'd just like you guys to enjoy this day. It's a special day. You've worked really hard for this day. And there's a lot ahead, and there's a lot of hard work ahead. But there's somebody that I'm going to introduce now that has some expertise in what I'm talking about. I'm just a guy up here just talking. But this guy knows it and lives it and has lived it. So I'm going to introduce Gregg Williams, our defensive coordinator, who's going to welcome you guys and say a few words.
Welcome. On behalf of the New Orleans Saints, we would like to welcome you here today. It's a special day, and we want to offer you congratulations. This is a really special day for the families, for the athletes, and for the high schools involved. You know, I've had a little bit of experience of this myself as a parent. Many of you have heard of and known my oldest son, Blake, who is on our staff here right now and is on the New Orleans Saints coaching staff. He helps coach our linebackers here. When I was the head coach of the Buffalo Bills, he was the player of the year in Western New York. Could have gone anywhere he wanted in the country. Turned down scholarship offers all over the country because he wanted an Ivy League education, and he went to Princeton University, was a defensive back, played at Princeton, had a very, very good career, and now he's coaching in the National Football League. He was not good enough to play at this level, but he is here helping us with the New Orleans Saints work towards winning another Super Bowl. And then my youngest son last year was a high school All-American, was in the top 70 athletes in the country, the top 10 linebackers in the country, top 5 middle linebackers in the country, and he chose to go to Virginia Tech. So I've lived this, what you guys are living, with 2 of my 3 children. My daughter is going to go on to med school, so she's got this thing figured out, and she's not playing it at the college level. Could have had an opportunity to do that, but she chose to go ahead and pursue those avenues of life. This is a really special day, and what I want you to understand is a little bit different for me last year was that my youngest son, Chase, who chose to be a middle linebacker at Virginia Tech University, he had 20 scholarship offers across the country, and he chose Virginia Tech. He graduated in 3.5 years. Education was very important to him, and he enrolled on this day right here. What he was doing, as you all are sitting here getting ready to formally announce where you're going to go and all that kind of stuff and sign the document, he was already in the 6 a.m. workouts. He was already in and going to class. He was already getting ready for spring football, and he enrolled a semester early and started going through summer school and getting all those things out of the way. But this is a special day. He did go back to his high school, participate in this event, which was neat for the high school, neat for the families, and neat for you. It really is a special day. A lot of hard work has gone into where you're at so far today. Sacrifice from your family, sacrifice for yourself, the sacrifice from your coaches and your teachers and from the schools that you've had a chance to hopefully earn that degree later on this spring. However, what I want you to understand is, and I'm going to take a little bit different avenue today, is understand that hard work's just getting started. If I could offer you a little bit of advice, segueing off of what Nick just talked about, the National Football League, is you got to get your degree. That is a top priority. You must get your degree. Do you understand that? You are one heartbeat away when you step on the field and go and playing at college football from a major injury of where you'll need that degree for the rest of your life. And if you're fortunate enough to get up here to play for the New Orleans Saints or to play from somebody in the National Football League, you are one heartbeat away from having something happen to your body to where you need that college degree. Do you understand how special it is right now for you to get a full scholarship to go play this game that you love to play, but also come away with an education that you'll have for the rest of your life? Many of you think this is a 4 or 5 year decision that you're making right now, but you need to look at it as a 40 or a 50 year decision. You're going to be an alumni and a student athlete from somewhere later on down the line that you're going to be very proud that you went to that institution. You're going to be very proud that you played in front of the fans that you're going to get a chance to play in front of. And getting the opportunity to have a full scholarship to get your education, you're going to start life after football without a lot of the loans and the debts that your mom and dad started out in life in. You're not going to have that. So this is a real special day, and you need to understand. The other thing that Nick just talked about, hopefully you'll have an opportunity to play later on in your life. One of the hardest decisions I have to make every year is all of a sudden telling the guy it's time to hang it up. At some point in time, somebody's going to tell you it's time to hang it up. So cherish this time you have to play. Someone's going to tell you it's time. Father Time catches up with all of us as players at whatever level. At some point in time, you'll have to hang it up. So cherish the time that you have right now to continue playing this game and getting an education. Do you realize this? 1/2 of 1% of all high school football players across the country get an opportunity to play in the National Football League. Do you understand how hard it is to get an opportunity to come to a training camp, to compete for a job in the National Football League? 1/2 of 1% of everybody out there right now doing just what you did have an opportunity to play in the National Football League. Your degree is important. Every athlete, every parent, every coach sitting in here this morning really believes that you're in that 1/2 of 1%. It's good to set those goals. It's good that that's what you want to do. But understand how hard it is going to be to get an opportunity to play in the National Football League. That should be something way down the road. That's an eternity right now from where you're at. Be realistic. Get your degree. Get your degree. Have options. For instance, and I'll share you a little bit with my son who's at Virginia Tech right now. What most of you guys that are going into big-time college football need to understand is that you're going to have, and don't be bitching, pissing, or moaning about the fact that you have to go to summer school. You have to do some things to earn that scholarship. So big-time programs are going to have you in an off-season program this summer, and you're going to be in summer school. My son has chosen to go to both sessions of summer school for the first 3 years he's in school because of this. He was redshirted this year, was going to start as a true freshman, but he severely pulled a hamstring at the end of training camp this year. So they were able to redshirt him. I'm happy. Parents, that's good. 1 more year of free education. That's good. Okay, don't be upset if your son's